Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday to you. Listen, I wanted to share with you something about exercise and eating healthy. It's the time of year everybody starts to think about their resolutions about exercising, maybe getting that gym membership, maybe starting to consider eating healthier in the year ahead. That's new decade, believe it or not. And I want to share with you something that, is just hard. It gets hard. It's not impossible, but it's hard. Eating healthy is hard. There's lots of food out there that is not maybe the quote unquote healthiest for you. And if you get too much of it, you can get in trouble, right? Especially as you get older, like me in your 40s or 50s. And then exercise. Well, gosh, exercise isn't easy even after you do it for years and years. And I've been exercising for 25 or 30 years now. It still isn't easy, but I still do it and I still practice. And that is the key word. It's practice. You see, check this out. I'm going to show you. Behind me, there's a couple guys surfing. I don't know if you can see them in the back, kind of over my head. And I was inspired to come on here and share this with you as I watched these guys surf, and they're actually quite good. The waves aren't that good. But I would say is when I learned how to surf, and I was actually 30 years old when I picked up surfing. In fact, I grew up near the beach, but never really was much into surfing. I had to work, and I got good at working, right? So it's hard to get good at working if you're spending time, working. You're not spending time out in the ocean. It takes practice. But when I turned 30 and moved here closer to the beach and moved to Florida where the water's warmer, I had more time to practice. And I got out there and I practiced. And what happened, and I want to relate this to eating healthy and exercising, is that first off, it takes practice. You see, I didn't just get a surfboard, pick up a surfboard and jump out in the water and I was awesome at surfing. In fact, I'm still not awesome at surfing. I'm decent, and it's because over the last 15, 17 years, I've been practicing. I don't go much. In fact, now I find myself not going out as much. I'm kind of wimpy. I'm selective on my waves and so forth. But when I do go out and I enjoy it and I could do it, and I'm pretty decent at it. My son won't tell you that, but I'm pretty decent at it. My point is that it took practice. And when you are on a healthy path, when you're trying to eat healthier, maybe you're trying to start exercising more because you want to be stronger, more fit, you want to get that weight off, you want to feel better, have better posture, just improve overall, right? It may not be about getting the six-pack. It may not be about fitting in those skinny jeans. It just might be wanting to get healthier because you're feeling the effects of aging now that you're 10 years older or 20 years older, and it sucks, especially if you haven't taken care of yourself, if you haven't practiced. It takes practice. Just like those guys out there surfing, that are surfing out there, it takes practice to get good. And when you're out, if you don't know anything about surfing, I'm going to share with you in a nutshell what this looks like. When you get out into the waves, you want to surf the better waves, or the better waves are the bigger waves, and you have to learn how to get out and navigate and get in the right place. And you watch other people and you learn from others, and you see how guys that get through the waves, they learn how to duck dive. That's where you go under the waves. In between the wave that you take, there's going to be more waves coming in. You have to learn how to go underneath it, and you have to learn how to get in the right position. And those are all things that you have to learn, and they take time to learn and to get good at. And then once you can do that, then you have to learn how to pop up on your surfboard and then how to balance. And those are all skills that you have to develop. Well, eating healthy has to be thought of as the same way. It's a skill you have to learn. Exercising is a skill to learn. And how do you do that? You get around people that have been doing it before, who have done it well, who are doing it well, who can teach you how to do it the right way, not the quick way. There's no quick way to learn how to be a great surfer, right? You have to put in the time, the hours. There's no quick, easy way to get good at eating healthy. You have to put in the time, the effort, practice. The key word is practice. If there was anything I can share with you going into this new year, the 2020, it's you're going to have to practice exercise. You're going to have to practice eating healthier. If you want to improve your health, if you want to get more fit, it is not going to happen overnight. Resolutions fail because people think, well, I don't know, too many people think they just go out and surf, get on a surfboard and be really good at surfing. And I can probably tell you rarely does that happen. In fact, I don't know anybody that I know who surfs didn't have to put a lot of time and a lot of practice in to get good at surfing. And it's a continual thing. Now, if I stop surfing altogether for a year or 6 months or maybe even 3 or 4 months, chances are I won't be as good at it. And if you stop taking care of yourself as well, you stop exercising, you stop eating healthy, it goes away. You're not going to be as healthy. You're not going to be as fit. That's just the reality of what happens. So going into, finishing off this year, this is the last Saturday of the new year, going into 2020. Maybe you can evaluate and say, you know what, I'm going to put in the practice. I know I need to lose 20 pounds, but I'm going to start practicing eating healthy. Do it more often than you don't eat healthy. Practice exercising more often than you practice being lazy, right? That's what it takes. It's not rocket science. It really isn't rocket science. And I can just tell you, as a coach who works with hundreds and hundreds of people and have been for years and years and years, the number one thing I can just tell you, as I tell my coaching clients, is you got to work the plan. You got to continue to practice. You're going to go through ups and downs. There's going to be moments where you're going to hate exercising, maybe through the holidays, or wanting to eat healthy, and that might be all the time. You might want the pizza more than you want the salad, but it's going to take effort. And again, you can continue to not practice exercising. You can continue to not practice or to learn how to practice, right? Well, you can practice the wrong way. There's a lot of people I know that just go out into the ocean and they think they're going to get surfing, and they don't get help from anybody. They don't learn. They just go out there and then they get smashed. They get, annihilated by the waves. They don't learn how to duck dive. The cleanup sets come in and they get, they get in trouble out in the surf. And then they don't have fun and they get pissed off, and then they maybe end up quitting altogether. And that's what happens. New Year's resolutions come, and that's what happens. People start on this healthier path and they have no direction. They have no accountability. They have no plan. They have no structure. And they give up, just like people who buy surfboards and try it a few times and don't get any practice, and they give up so soon. So first off, if you've tried before, try again. But here's the difference. Get yourself around people. If you need a coach, reach out to me. I'm that guy. I've been doing this for I'm my 25th year of helping people. And if you need help, what better than to find somebody that's been through the trenches with hundreds and hundreds of people who know what people need and what people don't. And if you're especially in your 40s or 50s, this is what I do on a daily basis. I live, I eat, and breathe helping people learn how to practice eating healthier, exercising better, exercising appropriately for their age and for their goals, mainly for weight loss. But if it's for weight loss or for getting lean, getting strong, getting healthier, getting out of the rut, if you're stuck and you're struggling and it's time to get out of the rut, reach out to me and we'll make 2020 your year that you learn how to practice for the maybe very first time. And I can tell you the practice is worth it, because just like in surfing, when I go out now and get a wave and get on the wave and ride it and I have fun and I enjoy it, there's nothing better. It's such a great feeling. And when it comes to your health, when you start to practice eating healthier and you start to practice exercising more, you start to feel better about yourself. You have the confidence. You start to look better in the mirror with clothes on, without clothes on. You have that kind of confidence that exudes and it's out in front of the world, and that's something to be proud of. And that's what I want for you. So if you made 2019 the year that you didn't practice the right way, or maybe you didn't practice at all, reach out and let's get you on the right plan. Let's make 2020 your year. Sound good? Hey, take care. If I don't hear from you or see you before the new year, Happy New Year to you, and God bless.